Let's talk about poking. So what is poking? So poking is dealing damage to something, especially when it's not attacking you back, or just hitting something for some damage to set up a kill for it later. So in this case, we have some armor knights approaching that are in fire, and I have Chloe on Sigurd, who can poke this enemy with the flame lance, putting good damage on him. And then she can also canter to safety. So it's essentially hitting enemies who can't hit you back, and doing so in a way where you are fine positionally. You basically get to hit them for free, and they just have to deal with it. They're just going to sit there in the fire, they're going to deal with it, they're going to have a good time. Now this can be used on units with like longbow, this can be used on even just 2 range units who can hit enemies that are 1 range only. You can use things like Byleth to poke, so for example if I dance Hortensia here, and let's say she doesn't have canter, because I'm pretty sure she doesn't. What she can do is she can pop Byleth and now poke. Now she can actually kill this enemy. So I could kill this or I could poke this, so I have options. But this is an example of using like siege or long range attacks, or as the example earlier showed, having a unit hit something and then canter out. This is one of the huge advantages of canter. So I would probably rather kill an enemy, so that, you know, they have 1 less enemy, they have 1 less unit to work with, they can't heal it, because, you know, healing sucks, right? When enemies heal, you don't like it. You want to kill those enemies. So in this case, we poke the enemy twice and we killed him. And what I could do here, I could probably dive this. Now, it doesn't look like she's going to kill this. I might be able to kill this with quad. No. So quad's one of the weaker attacks. Let's see, I don't think we have lethal with anything. So we have this, which is almost lethal, which is pretty good considering she could be on some kind of strength increasing thing. But that is poking in a nutshell. Just dealing damage at range, hitting enemies that can't hit you back, taking advantage of positioning or obstacles to get free hits in. So it looks like the enemies are getting some more wyverns. Looks like we are surrounded. So I have a situation on my hands to deal with. Now I can easily fire delay these, probably kill these, probably fire delay those, kill these. I have options here, so I'm not too worried. Now obviously in this position you're not going to really be poking things, because you're basically just going to be killing as many enemies as humanly possible, which honestly won't be that difficult. It looks worse than it is. But yeah, that's poking. I use it all the time. It's really good on siege tomes. It's really good for initiating. It also is good to have poke units because it allows you to deal damage and secure kills before the enemy forces get to you. And there's a lot of situations where the enemies are within range, but not in a way where you can safely attack them, because, for example, there could be more enemies behind them. So if you have units that don't have canter or that can't poke from a safe distance, then you can't really deal damage to these enemies. Generally, I would say you should run like 2 to 3 poke units, or at least have, you know, Thoron on a mage. It doesn't hurt to have Thoron or Elthunder on your mages, or longbows on your archers. Longbows are just always good for poke, and also if you're a warrior or something, for backup. So yeah, that's it for this one. Just a quick little video on just like a concept that I use a lot in my playthroughs. So definitely like and subscribe if you found this useful or interesting. Be sure to drop a comment if you have any other builds that make use of this concept, and I'll see you in the next one.